Welcome to Digital Implementation Group. I wanted to talk you through a tool that we use all the time in Dig called our Implementation 3x3 Grid. It's a really simple spreadsheet that we've created that allows our participants to be able to curate their learning. One of the biggest problems that I find out in the world today is that there is just too much information and not enough knowledge. We're absolutely bombarded by messages about how to do digital marketing, how to do Facebook ads, how to build a bot, whatever it is. But most businesses don't understand where this content fits or whether they even need it. If you've heard me speak before, you've heard me talk about the customer value journey. It's something that Digital Marketer created, and it's something that I think is just absolutely critical to the success of businesses. And when you use the customer value journey, you talk about these different stages, which are in the bottom of the spreadsheet here. Awareness, engage, subscribe, convert, excite, ascend, advocate, promote. For me, this is where businesses need to break down what it is that they need to achieve in their own marketing. Where in this journey are you, or where in this journey are your customers stuck? Probably 90% of people are still stuck in the awareness section of a customer value journey. They're in this position where they're still in what we call the friend zone. Nothing has happened because they haven't generated a sale from their online efforts. Then we move into the engaged area. This is where you start to get people to engage with your content. Maybe they're starting to read some of your blogs. Maybe you're starting to get really good engagement in your Facebook group. From there, you move on to subscribe. And from subscribe is where we start to see people giving us their email address, giving us the information so that they want us to contact them. Obviously, convert means a sale of any description, or it even could be a conversion of time. Then we move into the area where I feel most businesses start to fail. First of all is excite. We spend so much time trying to get new customers in this area that we don't put enough time into rewarding our existing customers. And there's so much that can be achieved here. We then move into ascend, where we start to move people through different product offerings. And then ultimately we hope that they become an advocate or a promoter for our business. But what we need to do with the implementation grid is, when we're learning all these different strategies that we hear on podcasts, or we go to a conference, or we come across different learnings, is where does it fit in our customer value journey? So on our overview page here, you'll see that we have what it is we're wanting to do. You know, what are the three main goals that we want to achieve for our business? And if you're trying to do more than three, I'd suggest that you're in trouble. And that's why we call it the 3x3 grid. So we've got three strategies that we're looking at what it is we're trying to achieve. What is the goal? What's our to-do list? And what's our outcome? The to-do list is what we start to pull out from in here. So if we were to look at awareness, we might say that a big part of our awareness is growing our traffic. And so in here, you'll see we've got some links to some podcasts that I've listened to. You know, I've got an event that I went to where I learned about building bots. The social list building execution plan from Digital Marketer Labs, and the content engine. They're the things that I would need to implement for my business to be able to grow awareness. And then you just start to fill this out from here. It means that when you hear a really great learning, or you go to a conference and you hear someone speak but you're not quite ready for it, you store it in the implementation grid to later, so you can take it out of your mind and go back and focus on the things you're doing. The other big thing about the implementation grid is setting up your goals, setting up your to-do list, and what is your outcome. If you do not have these three things, it is not a strategy. It is just an idea. To have a strategy, it must have a goal. It has to have some form of implementation, and you have to understand what does success look like. This is the area where most businesses fail. They end up spending so much money acquiring new customers that they don't put an outcome on it. If you don't get a sale, nothing has happened. Keep in mind that 2 out of every 10 campaigns online are successful. 20%, meaning 80% fail. So if they're failing, you need them to fail fast. And without an outcome, you will not know what the measure of success is. So how do you know if it fails? The implementation grid is something we use for Dig all the time. It's something that I will work on to set up with you personally when you join Dig. And it's about curating the content that you need to focus on and allowing you to stop focusing on the shiny objects. Allow you to focus on the things at hand that are going to get you the first sale, which will lead to the 10th sale, which will lead to the 100th sale, which will hopefully one day lead to the 1,000,000th sale. Hope you found this useful. Let me know how you go with the digital implementation 3x3 grid. I've had some great feedback on it from people that have used it, and I'd love to know how you go as well.